Hello, and welcome into YouTube Incorporated, where we love to feed our audience delicious, safe, and well-prepared foods. What is it with YouTubers these days? What is it with people not just making things that people can just use? Do you remember the days when merch was just like a t-shirt that you could wear? Now it has become food that you might be able to eat safely. Whatever happened to predictability? And when it comes to getting things that are not actually safe for us to have, it isn't just with foods either. Y'all remember when homegirl was trying to sell us lipstick with fur in it? You know, is it kind of nice that YouTubers have been stepping out of their comfort zone to make different kinds of products so they can try selling to their audience? Sure, but why do they seem to do it in the sketchiest, least safe ways possible every single time? They take all of our favorite products and then just make them unusable. Have you ever had a Lunchables and thought to yourself, my least favorite thing about Lunchables is the fact that I can eat it? Because our 3 favorite boys here online heard your plight and said, you know what? Lunchables don't have to be safe to consume. Did you hate the fact that your Lunchables didn't come with spooky green cheese? Because Logan, JJ, and Mr. B said, you know what? We can fix that for you. And I just want to throw in a caveat here. For legal reasons, this entire video is a joke. So don't sue me. It's ha ha he he. I don't know if Lunchlies are safe to consume. I don't know anything about anything. I'm not a health and safety expert. I can't tell you if that's edible or not. I am just some online. You understand? Lawyers, I also don't have any money, all right? So what the are you gonna take from me, huh? My banana? Something that's also very confusing to me about this is that individually, all 3 of these people have created food before. That would make me feel like you should probably know everything that you would need to safely sell food to people. This is a cultural moment. They're creating a brand new dish that's exactly like another dish that existed before, but includes the Prime and the chocolate bar. And that brand new dish, the cultural reset that we all needed, was called Lunchlies. And Lunchlies, as the name implied, and as I have implied several times, is kind of just a version of Lunchables, variations of tasteless cubes that you can eat. And it's kind of just for kids who I guess want a version of Lunchables that are associated with their favorite YouTubers. Now, the controversy surrounding Lunchlies has been kind of twofold. Prior to the mold thing, people were just generally talking about the concept of why are YouTubers selling food? And it did get me thinking about why is it actually so easy for creators to sell us food? Y'all remember Pink Sauce Lady? Homegirl was allegedly selling a sauce that had dairy in it through the USPS mail in the dead of summer. There were so many videos of people receiving their sauce that had exploded and smelled funny. The first merch item I'm gonna drop is just gonna be Simi salads, and it's gonna come with a boiled egg in it, and I'm going to send it through the normal snail mail. Good luck getting that aroma out of your homes. And while I do judge the people who are just selling food from their kitchen online like that, I think deeply about the people who bought it. I don't even like eating from everybody's house, let alone buying food made in some random TikToker's kitchen. Where's your self-preservation? I don't want to victim blame, but... And then the other side of the argument was kind of the moral aspect of it. Is this just kind of a money grab where people are just trying to get money out of their audience, especially their audience of kids? It is just kind of a thing that has always existed within capitalism. Kids have always been a super lucrative market. I'm positive at some point in my childhood, our Walmart, Kellogg's overlords, whoever owns all the food now, put Barbie on some random box of cereal, and I decided in that moment that there was nothing I wanted more than the Barbie box of cereal. I would have burned some random supermarket to the ground for that Barbie box of cereal. The morality of that is up in the air, but I feel like everything as it pertains to advertising to kids has always been up in the air. The conversation came up when Dan TDM tweeted about it and basically said, what happened to YouTubers, man? The tweet reads, I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does it benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And while I frankly think everything that's ever been sold ever was for the purpose of making money, I still do appreciate how this looks super cash grabby. But like I said, I think there's just always a really weird energy selling to kids. And there always has been. But I am gonna say that if you are gonna target kids and if you are gonna sell them, at least make it safe. So the controversy is, it was a beautiful day on the morning of October 16th when creator Rosanna Pansino on her Phineas and Ferb shit asked herself, what am I gonna do today? And decided to disrupt the entire YouTuber food industry. And so she did.
I'll be watching hella Rotten Mangoes, all right? Shout out Stephanie Sue.
And while there had been buzz about the fact that there might be mold in the Lunchleys on Reddit, I feel like Rosanna's video was really what solidified that it was probably true. So the actual premise of her video was to compare and contrast Lunchables and Lunchleys. She was just planning to give people an unbiased review of which tastes better. And it was at the beginning of the video, upon opening the Lunchleys, that she was greeted with some mold. Some fun little green guys in the cheese. And frankly, I am kind of curious about how people felt about Lunchables versus Lunchleys, because I can't imagine that they would taste literally any different from each other. And naturally, most people were thinking that, okay, maybe she just got something that was expired. Turns out it was about 2 months out from the expiry date listed on the packaging. So my very first question was, why is it even green? So I got to searching. And a lot of people on TikTok in the comments were saying that it's because they use real cheese and Lunchables does not. I can't find anything that would corroborate that, but also to the people saying that, I'm not sure if you're making the argument that you think you're making, because I don't know how I feel about saying, well, in defense of Lunchables, their cheese isn't even real. I think we should be consuming real cheese. If it's not cheese, what is it? Maybe I should stop asking so many questions before the snipers that work for our food overlords come find me. Just in case any of them are watching, I love eating plastic. Bring back preservatives. Am I right? The reason that I see online that has like the most credibility is that the glue that was used to seal the packaging was compromised in some way. And I guess the air and humidity and whatever getting inside the packaging was making the cheese go green. But again, I have to ask, haven't these guys made food before? Don't we know about the correct glue to put in people's food now? Why are we still testing that? And I mean, there are other YouTubers who have managed to like successfully sell food, right? Like Emma been selling us coffee for years now, and it seems like so far so good. So clearly it's possible to do it. So since our audience is mostly kids, what do you think's a good food item to sell to them? Milk? Kids love milk. They're always drinking their glasses of milk. Why don't we just sell them some milk? Okay, sure. Should we talk about like packaging, food safety, like how we're gonna distribute this? No. And to be honest, the only Logan Paul video I remember watching in full was the vlog that he made with TTLY Tila. If you know, you know. So you might be wondering, what happened then with the mold allegations? So there was some rumors going around on TikTok and on Twitter saying that it had been discontinued, that there had been an FDA recall. So the rumor of the FDA recall pretty much happened when someone took a picture of a sign at a supermarket that had said, we're not selling lunchies right now. And Logan on his Phineas and Ferb shit asked himself, what am I gonna do today? And it was to stalk the person who posted this sign.
Oh, hold up, that means that this sign is fake. Somebody typed up and printed out a 100% lie about Lunchley being recalled, taped it to the fridge, then a picture of it was taken by someone else and posted on social media as if it were real.
So he seemingly found exactly where the sign was posted and who put it up.
Anyway, I had my forensics team look into it, and they were able to find the exact location where this allegedly took place. It's a Fred Meyer, and I had someone go there.
And from what I can tell, it seemed to just be some dude who was working in a supermarket who was just being cautious.
Turns out it was an employee named who said this when we confronted him, and I quote, that was like kind of rumorized, I guess, through around here, but we had seen a posting about that, but I was the one who had written that, but since we got Lunchley back, it's been taken down. When it comes down to the actual, like, I guess, accountability of it, it was a rumor that was up in the air. Since we had heard that the FDA whole thing was kaput, we took it down. Yeah, it was more of like yeah, it wasn't like a anyway. Hater or dumbass, I don't know.
And it's my opinion that he frames it kind of like it was done on purpose to try and like take him down or like he was a hater. But even with that framing of the video that Logan made, I don't know if I get the impression that this guy cared that much. I think he just wasn't sure, so erred on the side of caution and decided to just take it down and then go from there. The guy even literally said in the video that once he found out it was a rumor, he took the sign down and put the food back up. I'll be honest with you, I kind of like his energy. I like the idea that the people who are responsible for distributing our food are cautious about rumors of FDA recalls and just err on the side of caution with that type of stuff. I think a better safe than sorry approach to food is a really good approach. I'd rather find out that they were wrong and incorrectly remove something from the shelves that could have stayed there than the rumors were right and they continued to sell something that shouldn't have been there. But from what I can find online, I don't think it's actually been discontinued. I guess mold isn't a reason that you typically discontinue a food. I wouldn't know. I don't sell food to anybody. Yet. And also in Logan's video, he didn't directly address the mold. He didn't say it wasn't true, but he did kind of allude to the fact that during transport, sometimes seals break on food and that can cause issues with the food products. And he said that anybody who has that problem will get a full refund. So that's good, I guess. Hey, so this car that you sold me is on fire. Do you want a 50% refund? In his video, he also said, you know what? It's time to disrupt the industry. There are a lot of industries to disrupt. The FDA though? I don't know if I want to disrupt that. Also, do you actually want to disrupt it, or do you just want to like get to the top of it yourself? Like, do you just want to become the new overlord for our food? Should the general public worry about that? So what was the point of this video, and what is the wrap-up? For the foreseeable future, maybe buy food for your family from the original food overlords. I'm not sure if we're ready yet for a new food god. And that, my friends, is the video. Me and the most well-fed audience that you've ever seen are grateful that you watched. Now, naturally, I know that there's a lot of discourse about YouTubers and food, and I'm curious how you all feel about whether YouTubers or not should even be selling food, and if you would buy the semi salad. I'm curious too about your feelings specifically about Lunchly and Lunchables and that whole discourse. And I kind of love that YouTuber food has discourse now. And if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.